my grind, put my foot on that fucking mold and keep pushing for paper. I need that motherfucking money like LeBron with the Lakers. Champagne, private plane, bitch, I'm doing it major.
What up? What up? What up? It's your boy Big Marvin. We back with another video, man. Welcome back to the channel. This is Marv's World, the podcast. You are watching Big Marv, aka the Young Lad, aka the Young Tadpole, and we here with another banger. Today we are talking about the Super Bowl recap, the halftime show, and the NFL tier list I did at the beginning of the season. Also, on top of celebrating reaching 200 subscribers, I started this 6 months ago. My dreads weren't as long. I wasn't as confident. I said a lot. I still say a lot. We came a long way. And I keep telling y'all, thank you for all the support and the love that y'all done gave. I can't express how much y'all mean to me and keeping me going on this. But we got to get to the Super Bowl. Man. First off, the Super Bowl, the first half was kind of mid. We did have Travis Kelce yelling at his team, yelling at his coach, nonetheless, getting in his face, getting a little irate because, you know, one of the tight ends fumbled on the goal line, and Travis Kelce got in Andy Reid's face and yelled at him. Now, I get it. It's the heat of the competition. You know, shit like that happens, right? Shit like that happens. But one thing I can say, if that was a black man, A.J. Brown said it best. But anyway, the first half was a little mid. It picked up in the second half. This game went into overtime. This is the second Super Bowl that went into overtime. The first Super Bowl was with the GOAT, Tom Brady, versus the Falcons when he came back from 28-3. And they ended up winning that game in overtime. This game went in overtime, but with this overtime, it was a different set of rules. Something that the 49er players did not know about.
I know about the new playoff overtime rule, so it was a surprise to me. I didn't even really know what was going on in terms.
So in normal overtime in the season, because they change it in the season and in the playoffs. In the season, if you go into overtime, the team, if you get the ball first and you get a touchdown, the game is over. It don't matter what happens, you're not getting the ball back. But in the playoffs, I don't know if you remember this a couple years ago, between Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes, they were in Buffalo, if I'm not mistaken. There was somewhere. It was a hell of a game. The game ends up going to overtime, and Patrick Mahomes got the ball first. And he went down, got a touchdown, and the game was over. And it was like Josh Allen didn't even get a chance to rebuttal. This was an all-time game, really. And he didn't get a chance to go down there and give his team an opportunity to score. And they changed the rule to where in the playoffs, no matter if you score or not, the other team, if you score, the other team gets the ball. So, in hindsight, let me break it down to you for people that don't watch football, or if you want a little football IQ, I will help you. If you get the ball first, you are at a disadvantage in some sorts. Now, I get what you're saying. Some people will say, I'ma be the lead and go. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take the lead and get the ship going. Cause I don't really know the advantage. I don't know the advantage. It's like you kind of control your own destiny at that point, I guess. I think that's the advantage. Like you feel like you're in somewhat of control. The disadvantage is the advantage of getting the ball after the first team gets the ball is your play calling is different. Your play calling is way different because now you're playing with 4 downs, especially if you're on a certain part of the field. If you're probably on your own 20, you're probably going to punt. You know what I'm saying? If that team did not score. But if you're in a certain territory, you're in 4 down. After you get past the 45 on your 40, once you get to their 45, we're pretty much going 4 downs no matter what. Especially if they scored. If they scored, if they scored, let's not even talk about they scored a touchdown. If they scored, we're in 4 down territory. And no matter what. So that changes when you get that second chance. Ain't no punting. We gotta score, especially if the other team score. We have to score. So we're calling shit different on second and long, or third and long, or fourth and short. Like, nigga, we're going for it. You don't have to worry about it. We're going for it. What makes Patrick Mahomes the GOAT is that he put that shit in his hands, dog. I done seen this man run so many times on 4th and 3, 4th and 5, and just he's like, if we gonna lose because it's me. You know what I'm saying? I understand, like, going for it on 4th down is very Dan Campbellish. I'm sorry, you did not deserve that shot, but I'm still a little salty. But the game itself was a banger. That was a very close game. A very, very close game. Shout out to Kansas City and their dynasty that they're running on. Patrick Mahomes is 28 years old and has 3 Super Bowls. Catching up to the GOAT. Catching up to the GOAT. Now, guys, we got the Usher halftime show. It was good. You know what? I will tell you this. The Usher halftime show was good. I do feel like song selection could have been a little better. But nonetheless, it wasn't bad. What we gonna do with this is go through each song that he performed, and we gonna get to the jokes in them. Caught Up. Now, if you know Caught Up is an album cut on Confessions. Not my favorite, and I thought he could have went so many ways, so many different avenues with his intro, with Caught Up. I felt like he should have put Caught Up. Caught Up shouldn't have been in there. And I can't say what couldn't have been in there, but I would have loved to see Lovers and Friends in there, but we'll get to that in later on. Caught Up was great, even though I didn't expect it to be there. You Don't Have to Call, classic. We don't even have to touch that. Love in This Club, another classic, was even better with Beyonce. By the way, I just had to add this in there. Beyonce looked great. I love the blonde hair. I love everything about Beyonce. She is one of the finest motherfuckers on the motherfucking planet. But do you know how obsessed we are with Beyonce that y'all have figured out that girl wasn't drinking the beer? Let me not say that girl. That woman wasn't drinking the beer. She was drinking some water. Y'all are obsessed. Too damn obsessed. Alicia Keys. Yes, Lord. Alicia Keys. Nah, I have to give it to Alicia Keys. Alicia Keys is fucking naturally beautiful. Her smile is to die for. Swiss Beats, you are a lucky man to look at that smile every day. Her smile is a fucking one. She performed Everything Means Nothing If I Ain't Got You. And they did My Boo. Once again, Alicia Keys look flawless, but that ain't what we here for. Usher, as I learned throughout these last couple clips I'd have seen that have popped up recently and during this performance at the Super Bowl. My nigga Usher is a little handsy-pansy, man. He like touching on them. He like leaning and touching on people. Look at this clip. What the fuck is you doing? That nigga said, motherfucker. But you out here, you did that. Then you did this right here. Oh, look at your popcorn player. Boy, I know most niggas saying they would have whooped your ass over that. But it's like, it's just entertainment. Like, I know it probably was a little too close. It could have been something on her back. But it's entertainment, guys. It's no different than your girl being the actress and kissing another dude in a movie. Shit, I would take that over you kissing the dude in a movie. I mean, honestly. But the jokes about it was funny when they said this how your girl be with they work boo. And believe me, I done seen it. Now, Jermaine Dupri, you been fly since money ain't a thing. You been fly. You ain't been the one to have no fashion sense. But this right here, my nigga. You was out here looking like this. Now I get it. Them Louis socks was $600. And I would love to tell you if I ever get famous and if y'all ever help me get there. If y'all ever help me get there, man, I'm probably going to buy some bullshit. I'm going to probably have a couple fashion misses. And this was just one of them. It's no shade. I done seen you. Well, what Steve Harvey said, I done seen you with plenty of ass. But today was not your day. Anyway, he performed. He was out there with him doing confessions, and he did Nice and Slow and Burn, and You Got It Bad. Now, once again, her came out. And her, I'm not gonna lie, her is looking better by the year. Because she is gaining that fucking confidence up. She getting that confidence up. And Shorty is she be looking straight as hell, bro. Like, real talk. But then he tried to leaning on her. Hey, you keep leaning on motherfucker, you gonna catch a Never mind. He then performed Bad Girl for a second. Now, will.i.am come out, which I'm not mad at, because Oh My God was a great song. will.i.am came out there with a futuristic football helmet. Got the crowd hyped with the oh my God. And then, but my thing is this, my nigga, why did you go through his legs? Like, nobody asked you to do that. You just went through another man's legs. You nutmegged another man. Usher. Okay. Now, Little John come out there. He like, turn down for what? Now, you know, if you see Little John, what's coming next. So, do we about to close out the show? You know, little turn up for what? Then my nigga Usher changed his clothes real quick. He did wear some skates, too. I forgot what he wore the skates on, but he did. He did have some skates on. But anyway, Little John comes and do turn up for what? This nigga Usher came out looking like an electric blueberry. But that ain't the worst part. My nigga Luda came out looking like Ben Stiller from fucking Dodgeball. I gotta play the clip, dog. I gotta play that clip. That shit is hilarious. And by the way, he has a new album out called Coming Home. I heard a lot of good things about it, but like I said, man, this halftime show wasn't bad at all. That light just came in beautifully. The halftime show wasn't bad at all. The halftime show was actually it was entertaining, it was good. Like I said, the song selection could have been a little better. A little bit better. But hey, man, it is what it is, man. But we got to get to where we was right and where we was wrong. And this is where we do the NFL tier list. Now, I have it up on the screen. We gonna look at it together. Now we're gonna go through the teams where let's start with the teams where I fucked up at. Okay. The Titans, I fucked up on. The Vikings, I fucked up. I didn't really. They were competitive. They could have been potential players, but they got hit with a lot of injuries. The Chargers, I was wrong on. So the Chargers, I was wrong on so far. I had the Panthers and competitive, I was wrong about. The Raiders turned out being competitive. The Dolphins should have been in potential playoffs, but I did not know what they were going to be considering Tua's health. That's probably why I didn't put them in potential playoffs, was because of Tua. It wasn't because they didn't have the talent. It was just, we just seen this man get destroyed and did not know where he was going to go. Then we have New England, I was wrong about. The Saints, I was kind of right about. The New York Giants, I was wrong about. The Steelers, I was right about. The Broncos was competitive. The Colts were competitive. I did not expect the Colts to be that competitive. The Seahawks were competitive. Washington was ass. Cardinals was ass. The Browns was okay. The Texans and the Buccaneers, I have to give y'all credit. Credit because y'all did y'all big one. Like, y'all did y'all big one. Nobody expected CJ Stroud to be the fucking jewel that he turned out to be. That was one of the best rookie seasons I have ever seen, because they had no one planned for Houston to go anywhere. The Buccaneers, even though you have a 1,000-yard receiver, now he gonna get them 1,000 yards no matter who throwing him the ball, and Mike Evans, so a certified Hall of Famer. Baker, he had Baker Mayfield down there, and we did not expect Baker Mayfield to have the season that he has had. We also didn't expect the Browns to have the season that they had. The Browns, considering they went through like 5 different quarterbacks this year, and they ended up with Joe Flacco and Amari Cooper and Jerome Ford, and that defense turned out being amazing, being the top defense in the NFL, except when it counted in the playoffs against CJ Stroud. They had a very, very good season, but I mean, I guess at the end of the day, it's still Cleveland, the Cleveland Browns, and who cares? So it's a debatable. I could have put them in potential playoffs, but I did not know where they was going to go. Now, when we go into the potential playoffs and Super Bowl bound, almost every team I have in there was in the playoffs. The Bengals, I think we all know with the Bengals, that was injury related with Joe Burrow. They were competitive with Browning, but they just could not get over the hump. I think that on top of the injuries that they had, and then the schedule that they had, it was kind of impossible for the Bengals to make it. But with Joe Shiesty there, they definitely are a Super Bowl bound team and a great football team. The Buffalo Bills turned their season around in a great way, but I don't know what's to come with the Buffalo Bills, especially with the rumors of Stephon Diggs not being happy. The Lions, we ain't got to go there. You know how I feel about my Lions. We were Super Bowl bound, baby. We were Super Bowl bound, man. Kansas City, you end up winning the Super Bowl. So I was right. I put you in the right contention. The Jets. Now, look, man, before this started, that we did not know Aaron Rodgers was going to get hurt in the first 4 plays of the season. I did expect Aaron Rodgers to have I should have put potential playoffs. I probably shouldn't have put Super Bowl bound, but they had a team built. They had Dalvin Cook. They had Garrett Wilson, which is a top receiver, one of the up and coming receivers in the league. That defense, which was already a top, probably 10 or so, top 12 at least defense in the league, and just needed a quarterback to lead the way. The Eagles, we need a documentary about the Eagles because I have no idea what happened with the Eagles. They just fell off the face of the planet, and we don't know why. San Fran, of course, you made the Super Bowl. I was right about that. The Baltimore Ravens, dominant all season, and ran across Kansas City, which didn't mind playing that villain role, and took them out. The Cowboys, and I got to say this about the Cowboys, and then we gonna wrap it up. The Cowboys and the Niners. The Niners done made it, I don't know how many times to the Super Bowl. 3 times in the last 11 years. They made the NFC Championship at least between 6 to 8 times, and have not won a Super Bowl. Okay, you can't close. I can live with that. But you and the 49ers and the Cowboys is damn near running neck and neck. But the thing I like about the 49ers fans is the 49er fans are a little more humble than Cowboy fans. You know what I'm saying? They happy that they winning, but they don't expect to win. Cowboy fans just happen to win, and then they came up with the Marcus Lawrence. Just like how the 49ers said they ain't know the rules to the overtime, like I played in the beginning of the video. Don't you ever say that we was tired. You playing for the Super Bowl, bro. I'm sure you showed, like Dan Orlowski said, you showed up most of the time. But we are playing for the Super Bowl, bro. This is not a time to get tired. Not the time to get tired, and I don't want to hear the excuse of being tired. I would rather you say you just was unprepared, that you didn't know the energy that them teams is coming with, that you fucked up, you lost, you didn't just lose, you got your ass whooped at home. Straight up, you got smacked at home. All that hard work y'all done did to get that number 2 spot, to get y'all ass whooped like that, it was a letdown, man. But as y'all can see, if y'all see where y'all team is at, maybe I was right. I think I was mainly right on most of these. But like I said, this is the wrap up, man. Viva Las Vegas. And I appreciate y'all coming by to fuck with me, man. Y'all have a blessed day, and I'm out. Peace. Make sure y'all subscribe. I didn't even tell y'all to subscribe all video, man. Subscribe to the fucking channel, please. And thank you. Leave a comment. Peace.